Right, are we going live?
Rotate phone.
Rotate phone, hang on. Right, we're going live. Don't worry about that. Probably come out upside down or.
Someone comment how it is, maybe.
Oh, if anyone can sort of give us advice on if we're upside down or not. But not to worry. Anyway, look, we're at this phenomenal protest, and it's a multi-stranded one, and it's got its stems in child abuse. And we're in Parliament Square, and it's Saturday the 26th of October, typical rainy British day. Anyway, so I'm with Sam. Sam's an old buddy and another stalwart in the campaign for justice. And there's reporting restrictions on Sam, and Sam's going to get in a world of trouble if she says anything that's out of her parameters of her injunction. So we're not going to go now. But suffice to say that Sam's had a raw deal with the family courts, but is really sort of trying to campaign it for others more than yourself at the moment.
Yeah, I am. I'm starting a campaign, which I've Natalie Page, who's doing the court said campaign. She invited me to announce my campaign during my speech, so thank you very much for that. But basically, I'm going to be campaigning against family courts, and the current system is just not fit for purpose. It's just absolutely disgusting. And I mean, this sign says a lot.
Let's get that. Can we get that in, Dill?
Yeah.
Look, and of course, hashtag Sam Baldwin. Sam's just started up a very popular YouTube channel now and Facebook campaign, and are privileged to be one of the first interviewees that Sam had, along with Vicky Ash. Vicky Ash, hopefully she'll have a chat with us in a minute, but Vicky Ash is a survivor of satanic abuse, and another interesting story. But Sam, we can just pan round, and we've got like this layout of shoes. Now, I would have thought this is representative of children lost to the courts and the care system.
Children who have died at the hands of family court, who have actually lost their lives due to family court. Children have died, and it needs to stop. These mistakes should not be being made. Family court need to get their act together. And part of my campaign is to expose the family court, and also we need to just talk about child sex abuse, about satanic ritual abuse. It does exist, and we need to start being the voice of those children who haven't got voices, and that is what I can do. You know, they've gagged me, but they can't take away my voice, and I'll continue to use it.
Well, they might gag you, but hopefully they can't gag us all. I mean, we just seen how much the system makes out of the legal system, the legal process, and it does. And let's look at the family courts. The family courts work on the Children's Act. I think it's of 1984. I'm not sure. 90. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And that's the premise of their thing. And if you've got a Children's Act case in Crown Court, it comes under the same. I think it's Section 34 of the Children's Act reporting restrictions.
Yeah.
So they're only allowed 2 dedicated members of the press and no public gallery. But when you get into the family courts, it is more intense. So it's so difficult for anyone to get their story out.
It really is. And then on top of that, when you've been vilified by the press, and then you can't even say the truth, but I have done a Facebook Live, so I'll be putting my speech out there for anybody who's not been able to attend the protest. I'll be sharing that on my Facebook page, which I'll hopefully have out tomorrow. And we just need to talk about this. It's absolutely disgusting, and it needs to stop. What have they got to hide? Why can't I say what's happened? Why can't I say what's happened to 2 children? Why is it okay for them to actually stop my voice completely? Are they scared of something? Because I am completely innocent of anything that they say.
Well, I think we can answer that in a word. Yes, they are scared.
Yeah.
Of course they're scared. They don't want this getting out, because we're seeing this now with the deliberate sort of distraction around Prince Andrew with the Epstein thing. So they don't want it getting out, the people that were involved in this cover-up and the money that's made out of it. There is money to be earned in dysfunctionality.
Yeah, there really is. I mean, my court case, I won't tell you what kind of court case it was in, but I basically lost my home. I had a mortgage-free house, that has gone, and I have no way of making much money because of what's happened. I can't really say much more than that.
Yeah.
I'm just one person who it's happened to, and I can think of certain proceedings that have cost hundreds of thousands. Let's just say that.
It is a cabal, and
the unfortunate circumstances of children.
I mean, I've spoken to so many people here with all unique experiences. All of them have sort of fallen foul of this bullying, really, that's going on. And at the end of the day, let's look at, we're adults, we can take it. It's our children that suffer.
Yes, it is. It's children. Children haven't got a voice, and when they have, and when they do bravely speak, they're often ignored. We're told that they're liars, that they've got a false belief system, or that they've been coached by someone. You know, what the NSPCC advertises, oh, speak out, and, you know, so other organisations do. But what happens when you do?
Right. Now, I'm glad you mentioned that, because the NSPCC brought out Childline. Now, when I was on the child abuse teams, we would get referrals come through on a fax, on like a computer system, and they could come from many agencies, schools, hospitals, doctor surgeries, social services. In all the years I worked there, I remember 2 referrals coming to me from Childline. So what are they doing with all this information?
Yeah, exactly. Why do they want to know where is this information going to?
And this sensitive information will have the family dynamics. It will have a chronology of the child's suffering and the abuse within it. So they're going to know what children they can pick on. This is grooming and this is profiling, negative profiling on their behalf. They want a child that they know that they can have sex with. They know that he's not going to say anything, and he's not going to have a dad or a big brother turn up and punch their lights out.
Yeah. Well, apparently something like, I mean, I don't know the exact figures, but 80% of sexual abuse happens in the home.
It does.
So, but according to Family Court, no, it doesn't.
But, I mean, let's just look at, if we just take these shoes. I mean, imagine if that was your child's shoe and you came here and you've lost a child to this abuse, and you've got to look down at that. I mean, both Samantha and myself are parents, and it would break your heart, you know, absolutely break your heart. And each one of them is a life, you know. They then go through the system. There's a sense of abandonment and anger and everything, and it's just appalling. It really is absolutely appalling. You know, these politicians know what goes on. They know exactly what goes on. They've been told enough times by us and many others, yet they choose to ignore it. And they choose to ignore it because financially it won't benefit anyone to do something about it. And just behind Samantha and myself, we've got Parliament, where we hold our protests on the first Monday of every month at midday. And we call it Boris Johnson. And he turned around just before he made the spaffed up a wall comment, and we asked him direct to his face, what are you going to do about it? And he said, go away, it's nothing to do with me. So he doesn't care. I've been in there when a member of the cabinet has said to me, John, they will do nothing about it, it's way above their pay grade. So we've got to stop putting our faith in this system, because they really don't care. And the only thing we have, the press are failing to report on it. But we're lucky now because we have these devices, Sam, and you're now sort of exploiting that avenue.
Yeah, thank you to Anna Brees and her wonderful course. Thank you so much for that, and Mike Tarrager as well for funding it. Otherwise, I don't know what, I wouldn't have a clue.
So can you tell people where they can sort of get in touch with Anna regarding the social media training?
Yeah, she's on Twitter, Anna Brees, at Anna Brees, and she's on Facebook as well, and she runs courses for whistleblowers, and I think she does online courses as well. But without that, I would not have a clue. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't know how to put a video together, and it's an essential platform these days. Social media is our best friend. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You know, it's the way of getting the message out. It's the way we can get our messages out, and we can expose this vile system and the extent of child abuse that is going on.
And I think if we can finish on a line from the song by the Manic Street Preachers, that if we tolerate this, then our children will be next. And this is exactly what's happened. So we're going to keep fighting, and God bless, and thank you to Dylan for his continued support and camera work. God bless. Thank you.